So you see the line right here?
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah.
So that I'm doing that with a 20 because I know some stuff that touches it might not it might be negative, some spots that touch it. So I know I can go off of that line with just a 20 even mixed with water right now and it'll disappear. Um, and then as I go through, I ran it behind the smoke for a second, like I ran it behind there and came back out the back. But like
Okay, that's
all
cool.
this line around here is just, it's with that 20. And then here I did a 3 round for all this black and filled it in. And look, bro, there's still shit I could do better. Look at this fucking shit right there. That should look like that corner, that bottom corner looks trash. I mean, his skin is not amazing, but like even so, like I still need to go back in and like I still need to make them lines disappear in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? It don't
Yeah.
like from here it doesn't matter, right? I mean, no one will
Yeah.
ever see that, but for me, I fucking pick it apart. Like, I need to deepen some of my blacks in this smoke, in my opinion, to get it to separate from the bud more and not be like kind of like busy on busy. Like
Yeah, I see what you mean.
it needs to be a little bit more separated, in my opinion. But like this texture is just with a 3 round, like throwing your hand around, and you can see it now. Like you can really see it. Like I just be like, it doesn't even look that great, bro. Like for real, it really.
No, when you close
But
up,
when you
yeah,
zoom out, that's the contrast in my pieces. It's like,
fucking illusion.
yeah, exactly. Like, but like this though, I purposely put that line on the outside because I know the line on the bottom of that side, like the bottom side of the top finger, like the finger, it was on the picture, but I turned the whites up so much that I know his finger went up to where that top line is. So I just kind of like sketched it in. You can even see the dots there a little bit. Um, but again, dog, the rest of the shit is just like, bro, again, we could pick my shit apart just like we pick anybody's shit apart, bro. But like, it's just the way this stuff is healing. Maybe it looks awesome and like great. That's great for me. But like I still know I have work to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I still know, you know, there's just man, I don't know. There's a lot to get better at. Like this from there, like, okay, everybody's be like, oh great. But man, I could pick that shit apart. I do love how there's not many. I know you can see a little bit of separation in there between the strokes, but like
Hmm.
when that heals, that'll be pretty much gone. Um, you don't want to, and if I'm critiquing myself, you don't want to see any more than this. Like if you see more than this, then you're not, you
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
go,
far away, yeah.
yeah, you gotta go fill that in because from here it looks great. Even on my drop shot, bro, look at this. And this is just me dropping ego. I'm telling y'all, like, get up against the lines. Clearly forgot to get up against that, John. Um, like this one I can deal with because that line will heal out. That was pretty much like a 20 dipped in water. It just looks darker right now. But that's just me knowing. Look, boom, get up against that line. Lazy. It's
Oh,
lazy
okay.
shit.
So it's gonna come to realism. You guys always want to hide the lines. Okay.
Yeah, bro. It's just lazy. Fingernails, cool. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, they
Hmm.
need a little bit of. Some of this is for tattoo purposes, right? Like, you wouldn't maybe need to line some of this stuff, but it's got to be there for life. So some of it you do.
Yeah.
Um, Let me see where this other. Oh shit, my bad. Like this stuff, bro. My boy's skin's pretty rough, but it's cool. It healed great. He's got a lot of hair, so you can see it, all the pores on this thing. But um, and honestly, where you see blacks here, that was just me touching up. Because again, bro, I'm not perfect. Like most of this is healed. I touched up like lines on the thorns just to bring some of this back out. Because we did really long sessions and covered a ton of ground, like more ground than I would normally cover in one session. So this was a piece I had to build on. To be honest, this Jesus and cross was probably 3 sessions. Above it is a leg to another angel. That's above it. Like his whole thigh is this big ass angel with wings and a galaxy going through the wings. It's pretty dope,
Mm.
but
What would you say is harder to tattoo, hair or fur?
Uh Hair. For sure hair. Fur is just again another texture type of play with the mag. You're either turning it sideways and just kind of skipping around the skin, or going in a line if you need to. For fur, it's kind of like a soft motion with your mag. Um, Fur, as far as like, let's say fur as like Wiz's dread, like same technique. You're just like throwing your hand around with a three. Um, and then yeah, I think definitely hair is tougher than fur. Um, just because hair you have to make look so smooth, and like I'm talking about like flowy hair. Like if you had female hair,
Oh yeah.
um, this is one of like my fully healed sleeves.
I always love the negative space stuff. That thing really shines to me.
Yeah, it's one third negative, man. Everything I do, for real. It's like his shit heals great, man.
The thing that
All
always gets
his
me is like the shading around the lettering and some of the
uh,
shading in like in the lettering. That gets me all the time.
bro, but this section right here takes, you know, 3 hours.
I bet this thing should
Three,
perfect.
four
Yeah.
hours. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that like people would be like, oh, it's so hard. But like it's not hard if you just lock in and take your time and don't wipe your stencil away. It's really not. Like my lines for the cash rules were already outlined. So now all I gotta do is go in there and run a bunch of mag lines and regular lines and shade in between it. And I know I'm making it sound easy, but like it's just processes, bro, and being like, okay, well, I'm locking in. Like this, if this little section, because it's super detailed, takes me 4 hours, takes me 4 hours. Like, and there's no white in here either, bro. Like no white in the bag, nothing up against the money sign, nothing in the Monopoly, dude. This the same guy with the Wiz Khalifa.
Oh
Mm.
yeah. Oh dang.
Yeah, so his collection's getting up there. He's doing well.
Yo, Dan, I just sent one in the chat. I did kind of join late, but I tried
Sure,
to do more of that high contrast, like you were kind of saying, like leaving more skin tone.
that's what's up. Yeah, yeah. You definitely left more skin tone for sure. I'm not gonna lie, I still think you could do more.
More?
Yeah, so maybe at the bottom now. I'm not sure you finished that. Did you finish that?
Yeah, no, that's not finished yet.
Okay, fair enough. So I'll just focus on this. Yeah, I still think you could get more, man. I do.
Hmm.
You know what though, man? I could be not really realizing his skin tone. Um, Maybe his skin tone's a little tan. In which case, if there is a lot of negative in there, and I'm, speaking out of line, maybe just more blacks then.
Hmm.
Like in the hat, I would say, or like making sure. And I know your photo, you probably want to be sharper, but like making sure your lines are everywhere they need to be. That way, ever again, that's just me going back to being sharp. I mean,
Yeah.
just try and be as sharp as you can. Um, like for example, if there's, yeah, dude. I mean, again, I can't really see the lines too well, so I can't really critique you on that.
Yeah,
But you did
majority of
use better
everything I'm gonna use
contrast.
liner.
Yeah, you did use better contrast
Yeah.
for sure. And I know you said it's from a video and shit, so it is a little harder. Um, right there. Yeah, sometimes fur can be tough. It looks pretty good though. Like just the contrast wise, so you got shading on the right and left, kind of makes it look like the highlights up the middle, which makes it look rounded, which is you got the right idea there. Um, More contrast in the smoke maybe, because I kind of
Hmm.
felt like it was part of the jacket for a
Mm.
That's
second
the
before
thing.
I really analyzed it. It's fine. But maybe throw more of a drop shadow off onto the sleeve so it separates it a little bit more.
Got you.
Um, Let me see if I can show you. So this was on a running back from the Steelers right here, and he's pretty dark. I took some of the saturation out so it doesn't look like he's dark, but like you can see how much contrast is in this piece.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like I barely used anything. There's really like not much going on. But if you zoom out and on his skin tone, and I put the darks in the background, like
Mm.
Yeah,
you
brings it
know,
forth.
yeah, it gives you the full. But all this shit's exaggerated though. You see like the crater, and like the craters with the line work. Like I usually
Mhm.
wouldn't do all that with like sharp lines, but I know it's his hand, and I know it's gonna fall out if I don't. So sometimes you just got to make adjustments for where you're working at. Like this, John.
Yeah, that fire is solid.
Thanks, bro. And it's just all negative, man. Look, these were the tree shits. This is like the bottom half of this is pretty much healed, and the top sky I did like that day. But these trees are healed, and you can see, like Steven was saying, bro, it's just me throwing my hand around. Like I'm not, bro. There's nothing that I'm doing here you guys can't do, bro. I promise you that. And yes, sometimes in photos, like for example, dude, these lines in here in this thing, like they're gone. Like they're pretty much faded in with the piece. So sometimes when I see you guys' lines, I need to step back and also realize like my stuff has lines in it too, but a lot of the lines that I'm even looking at in you guys' pieces they'll probably fall out, not fall out in a bad way, but they'll probably match the tone by the time it peels and heals and settles in. So don't take my, I guess critique for criticism. Like I obviously clearly could do more in that aspect, but I'm seeing the pieces healed and like you can't see any of them. So just make sure that when you guys are seeing your pieces healed, you can't see any of them, I guess is what I'm saying. Cause we could probably find work lines in all of our work for real. Um, yeah, this was a little bit of that texture we were talking about.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
I find doves to be very hard, man. I rarely try and put them in my pieces. They're so light. If unless you have like a dark background, cool ass background. But all this line work, bro, all this line work is healed, bro, with a 3 at 5.7 in the elbow.
Dang.
So again, just trust me when I say if you move your hand slow enough and you're just patient, you'll definitely be able to achieve that same shit, man. Like this is fully healed right here. And it's just a contrast, man. Like oh shit. My bad. But yeah, like you can see in this piece, like there's no line showing in his beard. Like Novi, can you stop yelling? I'm on the phone. Okay, clearly you want mommy. I know. Why don't you just go get her instead of screaming? Um, sorry, dad duty.
Yeah, I'm trying to find lines, but I can't find any.
Who else is on the call? Just you?
I have no
Nah, I'm
idea.
still here, bro. I'm looking at the
Oh,
negative. I'm looking
nah,
Yeah.
at the
you're good.
negative
My
Yemeni
bad. I can't.
mustache,
I'm
bro.
only seeing my screen, so I'm just like I can't see who's on. Um, this is the inside of that sleeve I showed y'all with the Monopoly guy.
Oh damn, yeah, more.
That's fire. See, I like how everything kind of like overlaps with each other, you feel?
Well,
That's
that's that planning, bro. That's
yeah.
that planning. Like there was probably images that underlapped it at first, and then I was like, nah, I'd rather bring that over top, or I'd rather fade that into
Mm.
this, and it all ends up working out.
That takes a lot. Make it merge like that.
This is the back of it. That's how like the sevens ended up looking on underneath the arm when I finished them.
I
But
didn't
you
even
see
notice
how
that.
much contrast is from there to the chips? Like, look at this black.
Yeah, that's clean, bro. And everything's so like blown up in size that it wraps to the areas that are hard to fill. Like the cards, bro, that's such a hard area to fill with like a filler, bro. So them coming to the back was perfect.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. But again, like, bro, I'm even seeing stuff. You feel me? Like, and so it makes me feel. I don't want to say bad about critiquing y'all because I know what it looks like healed and stuff. But yeah, I guess I do. I need to even pay more attention to a lot of that stuff. Even though aesthetically it looks great, it's like if I'm being as picky with myself as I am with you guys, like I definitely could do some work. See. But yeah, man, I'm definitely happy with some of the progress that I've seen in y'all's stuff. And then yeah, I guess next week I don't know if it'll be different, but maybe we can all go over the designs again. I still definitely want to go over the designs. See, like the lines that are in here were just lines that were in my image. Like I didn't make them disappear because they were on the image, so I just trusted them. But since I've photographed this piece, I've made these lines disappear. I made that one disappear. I made these disappear because I saw that, like, okay, I got up against the line, but I didn't get up against it enough. And that's the little stuff that'll really push it to like being super, super realistic. Like, just doing all these dots with line work and stuff is a pain in the ass. But once you're done the line work on stuff like this, it's so satisfying to just start shading.
Yeah, especially with all the texture, bro.
Yeah, and that texture a lot, dude, is like kind of just me freeballing it. Like it's there on the picture, but like it's not the same exact shapes like this texture. Like I find stuff like this to be so hard to do, man. Like seriously, even still as far as I am into tattooing, like to get smooth, like weird looking rocky textures and shit, like it just takes it out of me. Fucking
I will say, bro, throughout this entire piece, I've seen the amount of drop shadows that you've done, like overlay of images, and bro, it's on point, bro. Like everything has an overlay, and you intentionally put like the drop shadows over it, and it looks good, bro.
yeah, and a problem I ran into the other day is the fact that this piece right here, with the strip that I put like extra light on and light, like that negative from this block ran into a line. You feel me? So like that's when I go in and I'm like, okay, if the negative runs into a line, I either have to put I got to put the shadow on one of them, and I didn't want to put it on the background because I already have enough light shading here. I didn't want to muddy this out and just be nothing, so I just put it on the or the bull. Same thing with here, bro. I go back and separate. Like I was putting light and medium behind here, or medium and extra light, and I had to make the horn darker just to get that like push it forward separation that I needed. Um, so yeah, man, that's a lot of stuff I come back and do too, bro. Because like you said, I do have drop shadows on them, but sometimes it takes me 2 rounds to see it. I'll be like, man, it's not pushed back enough, or it's not pushed forward enough. But all right, Joe. I'll talk to you guys next Friday. Or maybe I can try and hop on Tuesday if I don't have a piece. If more people come in, I don't know if Tuesday's the day. Is Tuesday a better day or what?
Not sure.
It
I know
should be,
I'll be
bro.
there. I'll be there.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, try and either bring some tattoos in or some designs, and we could just keep moving. And then I definitely want to keep critiquing you guys on new pieces. So throw them in the chat, and even if I have to go backwards and look, and just let me know when you send them.
But
Yeah, y'all have a good night.
All
Appreciate it,
right,
bro.
you
You
too,
will.
guys. Appreciate it.
All right.